Hello, good afternoon. Good morning. My name is Ahmad Abdullahi. I'm presenting a paper today, case study, classroom teaching plan for model schools, for model school education. We need to look at some certain point in terms of this presentation, in terms of this model school classroom teaching. Number one, we need to know what is a model. The word model is a word, graded word, used in the school terms, connected with model schools. Either a graded school usually connected with a more normal school or a teacher's training college. That is it. Then, if you look at after that, we need to look at what is a classroom. A classroom is a place of learning. A place of learning, a room in which both children and adults can learn. That's what it means by a classroom. Classrooms are found in educational institutions, found either a primary school or secondary school or university level. These are where you find a classroom. You don't find classroom in the market, but you rather find them in the school settings. After that, we need to know the purpose of this classroom. The purpose of this classroom is to make students or learners to sit down and learn some certain subject or some certain thing that they don't know before or they know before, but they are still learning on it. Which is instruction, to collect some instruction from a particular instructor or learner or a teacher, sorry. This is it. After that, what is the classroom teaching plan? We have a teaching plan that before you go to the classroom, a plan that you need to carry along with you for you to go to classroom and deliver a certain subject or a certain class lesson plan. This is a detail of what you want to do in the class. That's a teaching plan. It's a detail of what you want to deliver, a subject or a topic that you want to deliver in the class in a according manner. And this detail you need to have about 6 points that you need to look at before you go to that classroom. Number one, if you are going to the classroom, you need to know your subject very well. Know your subject very, very well before you go to the class, because you cannot go to class and making some errors in terms of presenting your class. Number two, write overview, what you taught before, write it down for the student to be able to understand what you are teaching. Start from what you taught them before, then you continue to present one. Number three, plan your time. You have to plan your time. If you have a 40 minutes, you have to plan your lessons should not be more than that, exactly 40 minutes, so that because others will be waiting for you. In the process, you need to deliver your class within that 40-minute plan time. After that, you get to know your student. You need to know your student very, very well. In a student, you may have a different category of student. Some are slow learners, some are fast learners. In this case, you need to pinpoint out those students for every one of them to understand what you are teaching, because it's not good for you to finish your lesson only part understand, other doesn't understand. So you need to have all of them carried along, all of them, so that you be pick them out for them to be able to understand what you are teaching. Another thing, number 5, use multiple student interaction. When you are interacting with the student, don't just concentrate on one part of the class. Rather, go around the class, check the student, ask this one question, next ask the other one question, go around, at least let everybody feel involved in the delivering of the lesson. Number 6, address a variety of learning style. We have variety of learning style. We have group learning, group discussion, we have a student-centered learning. All those you need to take note of those ones. At least you apply one of them or apply many of them for the student to be able to carry it along when you are learning. After that, we have some point that we call 5E learning. These are 5E learning that every teacher must be acquainted with. Use them in terms of your teaching. As you can see them, we have engage. Engage the student. How do you engage the student? Look at how you engage the student in the class. Ask them question, let them answer question, raise hand, who, what are you doing? Let them be carried along with you. Then explore. Look at how you explore in the class. Present something, let them go around checking what you are doing for them to understand very, very correctly. After that, we have explain. Explain what you teach. Don't just write and leave it like that. explain to them, make very, very good explanation for others to understand. If you write it and leave it like that, nobody will understand. But by the time you explain it, you explain totally, so that everybody will understand what you are teaching. From there, we have extend and elaborate. You extend what you write and elaborate. Ms. Mana explain it very, very well for them. Then another one is this: ask evaluation, ask question. In the presence of teaching, ask question. Whenever you teach something, okay, you, Mr. Man, have you understand what I'm saying? If okay, ask those are raise of the hand, and even those are raise of the hand, because some may know it and they may not want to raise their hand. Point them out. What is this all about? Ask them what you taught them for them to understand. If you didn't understand, you repeat it back then again. Ask them before you end. At least by the time you ask 3 or 4 questions, others may be able to understand what you are up to. And then, without doing all this, you may end up having just a lesson like that. Nobody understands what you are talking about. You are just teaching yourself. So therefore, teachers need to look at these 5 e-learning, look at those 6 points that I mentioned earlier on, at least to be able to deliver that class very, very successfully and needfully. The way, because the purpose for the class is for others to understand, not for yourself, but then for the student or the teacher, the learners that you are teaching, for them to understand the lesson or the topic you are teaching. Without them understanding, it has no use. So make sure when you are teaching them, let them understand what you teach them very well before you continue the next class. It's not only because of the exam, but because of research. That's what it makes understand. So I think I will call it from here. A little time I will say thank you very much.